Tell him I need me another one.
Good morning, good morning. It's your girl Bia
And your girl Key.
with another episode of Champagne Mornings where we give you a whole lot real early in the morning.
And you might need some champagne with it.
We're going to start this show off like we do every day with a segment called It's Too Early for This. Key, what you got for us?
You said shark.
I know. I'm sorry, it's early. Shit.
It's about the same time we get up every day. So
I know. It's hard today. I've been sick. My kids have been sick.
Keep you and your kids jerk. Like, I didn't even come over last night. You notice?
Listen,
Nah,
you
keep
didn't
y'all
want
jerk.
to. Trust, my kids have been.
Exactly. No,
And then I woke
didn't
up
want
feeling
to.
like this, like, oh wow.
Nah,
I thought I was
keep
I
those
thought I was
cookies.
protected, but obviously I wasn't.
Jesus said you're going to have to eat that one, homie. Anyways, it's too early for this. Back on topic. Twitter and Instagram is going crazy currently off a tweet from 2017.
What did it say?
It was a blue, a really pretty blue. Like, I might make a lipstick this color blue.
Okay.
Anyways, it said Crayola needs your help naming its newest blue crayon.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, it's from 2007. And the Nipsey fans that don't read, you know, because they definitely exist, started sharing the shit like, name it Nipsey or we're boycotting Crayola. And in my head, I'm like, first off, you niggas don't buy crayons anyways. You grown-ass people. Second off, you ain't going and buying no Rose Art, my G. No one's copping Rose Art crayons. You're going to get Crayola.
If it's a big deal. Yeah. Nobody buys I think people donate rose.
Yeah, those are the donation ones. Nobody's going to actually buy Rose Art. Them shits don't even work. It's not all smooth and shit.
Mm-mm.
And they were going crazy. Name it Nipsey Blue. The marathon continues. And in my head, I'm like, King David don't know who no damn Nipsey Hussle is.
No.
So why do they need?
Well, he does. He don't know.
He knows
do.
his music,
Yeah.
but he don't know that man. Like,
Yeah.
he'll be great to learn about when he gets older, but King David don't know Nipsey.
Yeah, no, big facts. I could see if it had to do with, like, you know how Crayola or was it Sephora who was releasing the Crayola makeup brushes?
No,
set?
that is
Or people
that's
were
Super.
mad at Crayola, or mad at, I think the article I read was people were mad at Sephora because Sephora copied basically somebody's like crayon set makeup brush thing that they did.
If they should be pissed because the Crayola, the crayon box, and the crayon case and all that is Super. She's a black woman from Louisiana that basically started on YouTube, and that was her hustle, and she ended up selling like over $2 million of products in like an hour off her shit. She's dope.
Oh,
And
Sephora,
she just had a really
Sephora bit off of her. I was reading the article and it was like so mad. They were
I
like,
can't
does this
believe-
not look just like the concept, the crown case concept?
I'm gonna go message Super and be like, hey, are you boycotting Sephora? Because if you boycotting, I gotta ride with you, you know, because I gotta support you because I support what you do. But a real nigga needs some concealer. And Nordstrom's expensive for the Bobbi Brown.
Yeah, and Bobbi Brown is definitely
Bobbi
my
Brown's that
favorite
shit.
concealer and foundation.
It be looking like your real skin. They be like, oh, you got a facial? Nope. Nope. But
Yeah.
no. They were going crazy and somebody tweeted like, you niggas know this from 2017. They're like boycotted and changed the name. The color ended up being called Bluetiful. Yeah.
I don't know why that's so funny to me, but like people, I guess, I don't know, because you could take anything off the internet. People take anything off the internet and then just do what they want with it. But like the date was still on it, people. Like if the date was
It
still
shows
on it,
actively.
that's a problem.
I want to know what you guys have been doing to find that.
Anyways, so people probably just searching Nipsey out of nowhere because they never knew who he was. I'm not mad at that though, because I said that I was like, I'm not mad at new fans. I'm not mad at people finally realizing how dope he was, because he was dope. He was.
He was fire.
His music was fire. People are just now listening to it, but that's when you know you have fire music, because it's timeless. His album came out over a year ago, and it's
And I
doing
still
numbers,
pump
and
it
people
every day.
right, and now it's doing even big numbers, but that's because it was fire a year ago. You guys just never knew.
I remember you texting like Nipsey dropped something. this playlist I was listening to was fire, but
In fact, somebody else was talking to me about the song Rap Niggas. They're like, oh yeah, you guys should do something. I said, I remember when Rap Niggas dropped. Like that was his first single.
Yeah, that was the
off
first
the
single,
album.
and that shit slapped. Like that was on replay for like, oh.
But yeah, it's funny. Anyways, Bun B shot an intruder in his home.
I seen somebody share that on Facebook, and can I tell you what their caption was?
Is he a snitch?
No, it was a quote that said, I don't need no man. My son's my king. He's all I need. And I was in tears because it was hella shade, bro.
Right.
Like, I don't need no man. Bitch, who gonna shoot the intruder? Fuck, my Facebook ain't shit.
No, for real. So his wife was in the garage and she heard a knock, and like a mass intruder came in, demanded money and valuables, and Bun B heard commotion downstairs. The wife was like, "Here, take my Audi, take
Go
the
ahead,
whip. Here's the keys.
You can replace it.
And but Bun B came down there, but it says they exchanged gunshots, but only the intruder got shot.
So nigga had no aim. Was he a Seattle nigga?
And well, this happened in Houston,
He
so
can still be a Seattle nigga.
he could be. But yeah, and so he ended up going to the hospital. And Bun B ended up pointing him out of a lineup and confirming it was him. But the article that I seen on there was like, so is he a snitch because he pointed him out the lineup? And it's like,
he's a whole shot man that broke into his house.
right? Like, what are you guys like? People need to start. It's called critical thinking. Like, there are certain things. If this was a drug deal gone bad and he shot somebody, like, no, you don't tell about that. Like
Nigga,
that would be
house, you got
snitching.
shot. First off, I want to know how they had a whole shot man in the lineup. Like,
That first off, that bullet's going to be registered to him. If he shot him in his home, that was one of his own registered guns.
Exactly. Why are he in the lineup, nigga? We know who he is.
They
He got a
they
whole
probably
bullet
picked him up
hole.
from the house. Went to the hospital. They retrieved that bullet and went and knocked on Bun B's door probably. Like,
Yeah, they was like, bruh, this nigga came and shot with your gun. What's good? Mm-hmm. Bun B was like, nah, bruh, he tried to rob me.
That's
Self-defense.
right. Anyways, we'll go ahead and play you guys a song like we always do, then get into the rest of the show. The name of the song that we are going to play is Tough by
Hush,
Hush
Hush.
They say king rate yourself from 1 to 10. I'm on say 1 to 1, rather a freaky bitch than a bad bitch, cause a boring bitch just ain't fun. Do you really think your chick wholesome? I used to come on your whole tongue, suck a nigga little trick on her, but money I don't get that whole none. Straight dog back in the days, like I had paws back in the days. Now I spit bars, could be behind bars, broke so many laws back in the days. Had to find my way up out the maze, like the moon I went through a phase. You would think my homies with the braids, cause they on the corner still catching plays. Goddamn, I can't trust nobody, I just gotta be the light and change that I wanna see, hope I can. Fuck off all my niggas with the chains on their mind, so we finally all free. I can't live a life in vanity. The devil tries best to dance with me, cause I'm an olive branch from my family tree, and a sign of hope to humanity. Nigga, welcome to my mental gallery. But what you hear is really what you see. A bunch of abstract paintings on the wall, cause that's how life is seen to me. It seems to me no one preceding me or coming after me. This is a casualty, I'm charged up like a motherfucking battery. It's only up from here like it has to be. Motivation text to all my niggas. We up next, the boy blessed to the mask off just to see my future, and I ain't need mollies or the Percocets. White bitch give me turkey neck. I work out just to make her sweat. I'm trying to fuck her on the money, right, the rubber bands. Now that's what I call safe sex. I'm raw dog, I never fall off. Zoo chopping beats like a sawed off. I got women call me up for some D. I don't have a penis, I got a call log. Never ball hog, I'm magic bitch. I'm 24, but this some savage shit. I can't sit still, all this cash to get like a wind chill. Bump cold as shit, nigga. Whew. Let me take a little breathe. The scratching the surface, about to go deep. But whew, boy, this shit is so lethal. King ain't no way that this shit here is legal. Niggas like, boy, the industry needs you. Brothers like your own, put on for your people. They not your equal, they don't believe you. They'll never be you, them niggas see through. Front and center, not the victim, I'm the victor. Just deliver all the cash, legal tender. All eyes on me when I enter. Born sinner, live life, die winner. People up north say I'm nice as shit. I was always taught to be a gentleman. If I die before I wake, I hope God let me be a citizen. Cause all the dirt that a nigga did, I hope this verse wash away my sins. I hope my life didn't curse my kids. And if I did, let me try again, let it smoke. Yeah, used to ride around and be a century, let it smoke. Yeah, trying to be the artist of the century, let it smoke. Yeah, everything happen how it's meant to be, let the smoke clear. Y'all gotta hit me out eventually, like a brace face, boy, I spit on trash. Cop do say, I'ma sip on that, never play safe, get killed like that. She got a cute face with a shape to match. When you too real, they get too attached. Where you been? I been in my bag. All the salt they throwing only kill slugs. Hey Zeus, boy, this shit tough.
Oh my goodness. So 2 funny things just happened while we were over here listening to music, and you guys couldn't really hear us. So first off, we're watching this video of this dude dancing at a funeral, and for whatever reason, it was hilarious. And then my very next post down my memories on Facebook is a meme of Kevin Durant, and it says, and it has a picture of him just sitting on the bench with his head in his hand, and it says, when you realize the Warriors didn't actually need you, they just didn't need you to be on OKC. And
I told y'all our Facebook's be going crazy.
Yo, oh my God, that memory just literally had me bust out in tears, as you guys heard as the mics came back on, because yeah, that was funny. It was so true. Like, they were already killing, but he's so dope that it's like, just come over to our squad so we can really kill. We don't got time for this, Durant. We don't got time for you messing up our record and making these games hard. Like, can we just win, please? That's it. That's all I want to do. Anyways, you know, we talked about Monique and all her issues with a whole bunch of different celebrities. And
who doesn't like her now?
no, it was actually a good thing. Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, recruits Monique to do 5 Adidas commercials. I think that
he has Adidas a contract with them or something.
Yeah, he's helping them with commercial concepts. Which, you know, that Childish Gambino, he's like,
yeah, he's good at.
He's brilliant.
He's smart as shit.
He's brilliant.
His mind is interesting. Mm-hmm. He's one of those people you just want to sit and have a conversation with. Cause
my brother is over here opening swishers and being loud in the microphones. I'm sorry.
Hella rude.
You know how smokers are in the morning. We got to get that little good or whatever. But anyways, he's over here. Anyways, yeah. So he's dope for that. I think it's big because not only has nobody been wanting to work with Monique, you know, it shows a stand on him as a person and his character. Because a lot of people, when other people are blacklisting you and writing you off and all of that,
they blacklist you just
right.
for the clout.
Facts. So I'm glad that he decided to go ahead and, you know, still work with her and do whatever he needed to do.
Right.
So, you know, I've been on this Beyonce kick as well lately. Got you on a Beyonce kick.
No, you're hella rude. We're not discussing you right now.
Why am I rude?
Because you got me on a Beyonce kick and then literally waited like exactly 24 hours before giving me your, telling me where to get the Lemonade album. Like, you could have sent it to the email. We have like 3 joint emails, nigga. And you sent it to the one email that you got by yourself.
You knew the password to the email already.
I didn't know where it was at. You should have gave me that shit expeditiously.
Listen, I went on a cold Beyonce, and then she made the album public to all platforms.
I know, but
after
you know we
had to go through all
Play.
that.
We couldn't wait. It just got to the Google Play today. You know Google Play don't update till Friday.
Every Friday.
I'm over there trying to sing Daddy's lessons, and they're like, "What the fuck are you singing?" And I'm like, "Fuck you right now, okay?"
I forgot a couple words. It's been a minute. Well, anyways, you know how the internet, you know, reads all your stuff, and obviously they knew I was on a Beyonce kick, and somehow this meme pops up. It says, Beyonce says she only gives herself 1 day to feel sorry for herself when she's down, but in those 24 hours, she allows herself to truly feel it, then pushes past it because she can't sit and dwell for too long. I thought that was pretty dope. How do you handle being sad or down about whatever's going on? This is not Obviously, not just relationship wise.
First off, relationship wise, I don't get sad no more. You niggas get replaced, okay? Let's be real.
Right, you can't waste being sad on a dude,
Nah,
right?
fuck that, right?
Like, I've been there before.
I'm good. None of you niggas that relevant. We good.
I've been there before. I'm not going there.
When it depends on what it is. Like, I typically, like, if it's like shit I can't control, I just say fuck it. You know, I might go distract myself, go do something productive, make some money or some shit, take a shot or 3. You know, if it's something I can't control, I figure out how to make that something that can't affect me anymore.
That's my theory on stress. Either if I could do something about it, then I'm going to do it. If I can't do anything about it, then there's nothing for me to worry about. But as far as being discouraged, like, I will get discouraged. And when I get discouraged, I think I basically do the same thing. Like, I usually shut myself up into myself. Like, for example, what happened this past 420 with our event. You know?
And your ass just went to sleep. See, I did the same exact thing. You went to sleep. I went and took more than a couple shots and got hella lit and was chasing Henny with Long Island iced teas and shit and, you know, hella lit.
Right. So that just, I don't know, that made me think about different ways that you handle being sad or being whatever.
I don't think
My thing is, I just crash, like, sleep, because in my head, I'm just like, you know how, like, when you get, when a little kid, I was about to say reset, you know how a little kid, they start getting too whiny, you be like, oh no, you need to go take a nap. Like, you need to start over. So that's what I'd be like. I'd be like, yes, I need to go start over. You know what? I'm going to bed. It's done. I'm not thinking about this no more. I don't want to think about it. Let's turn my brain off.
The thing is, if I get too, like, discouraged or shit like that, or, like, stressed, I won't be able to sleep. Like, I'll do everything, and then I'll fall asleep for maybe 5 minutes, and then I'll just be up again. Like, stress and shit really affects my sleep. That's why I have to make ways to not stress, because a bitch ain't gonna sleep, and I work 2 jobs and do the morning show.
I feel like my stress and discouragement are kind of separate.
Mine's kind of coincide.
Okay.
Mine's typically, if I'm getting discouraged, it's because something's stressing me out and I feel like I don't have control over it. And so.
Yeah. The one thing I do hate about when you say about the stress part of it and not being able to sleep, that happens to me because, like, okay, so the theory, or like my concept is, if I can do something about it, then do it. If I can't, don't stress about it. Well, there's a period of time sometimes where you don't know if you can do something about it or not. So you're trying to work on this problem. Like, where does this problem lie? Like, which category is this going in, you know? And during that period, what I call my brain trying to solve a problem, I'll be real restless. Like, even if I sleep, in my sleep, I'm actually working on these problems. In my dreams,
in my dreams, I'm sitting there doing it. I'm figuring it out. I've had dreams, like, on certain problems where it went bad, it went good. In the same dream, shit don't make sense. I woke up still confused, got no enlightenment for that dream. Like, yeah, it's...
Sometimes my dreams help me sort.
First off, you're psychic. Your dreams help you through a lot. It helps you tell when people are pregnant or going to die or when your car is going to get stolen. You're a fucking psychic.
My car has not gotten stolen, and we're not going to speak that into existence.
You're right. Don't dream it again.
We're not going to do that. And sometimes dreams are just dreams, but sometimes dreams
not in
help
your life.
me. Yeah, in my life. Sometimes dreams are just dreams. We're not dealing with her this morning.
I told y'all she a witch, right? Like, we've discussed this before, that she's a witch and she's psychic. And she tells people, she looks at people and has dreams, and then she looks at people that think they can't have kids and be like, you're going to have a little girl. And then they find out they're pregnant and it be a little girl.
Shout out to that. That's dope.
Oh, you're accepting your witchness today.
No, I'm just glad that that person had a baby.
Her baby's so cute.
It's so freaking, she is adorable.
And hella smart.
Love it. She sent me a
told
video.
Y'all this is true story.
She sent me a video of her, like, painting her toenails. She was like, no, you do it here. She's like, here. She's like painting her toenails. It was like the cutest thing ever. Sorry, you guys. I had a moment. Anyways.
I have one, B. On the air.
No.
Now.
Let's talk about Texas voting to decriminalize weed, okay?
Why is this still something we gotta vote on? If y'all niggas just let us smoke.
I know. And the cool part about Texas, though, is like, okay, so weed's legal here in Washington State. You can go buy weed. In Cali, they legalized weed a little bit over a year ago. Like, it hasn't been legal that long, right? Before that, if you got caught with, like basically under an ounce, you still wouldn't go to jail or anything. They would just give you a ticket.
Right.
Just like a speeding ticket, Texas, they're just now voting to do that, to make it just a fine instead. They're not talking about legalizing it. Like, wait, no. Listen, we need you to speed this process up. Like, you need it to be legal, okay? We need you to allow that to be legal.
I mean, in their defense, maybe they don't want it legal because they grow some Reggie.
So, at that point, you can have it imported into the state. You're good.
I don't see how they're not taking. I think it's funny though, because weed's like so legal and so common now that you go to the dope boy, you go to the weed man when you want to get high. Like, when you sad, that's when you go to the dope man.
To get that, that's where you're about to get the plug of the fire, because
you finna be
it's at all the
somewhere.
stores. So
They
if you
have
the
to
plug.
have fire.
Speaking of that, though, what's funny is in every economy, most of the economies that have legalized weed, they've seen a growth in their economy, sales, things like that, right? California has been the only state where their sales actually dropped after they legalized. Like, their black market for weed is still booming.
That's probably because them niggas come to Washington. They be like, nah, I want that nigga who hit Washington and got a pound.
Their black market is still booming. Even now that they've made it legal, people who were buying from the medical dispensaries are now also more buying from the black market. So their sales in marijuana in general for the state dropped.
I think that's hilarious.
And there was an article. What was the article I was reading? It might have been one of the mini Fox, because Fox owns so much. It might have been one of their mini ones. But
Fox is not owned by Disney, right?
no, the Fox News, the Fox sports stations.
Is it just a sports station? Because I seen an article that said The Simpsons may come to an end because Disney's more family type shit, and they own Fox. I'm googling it. Go
They
ahead and
might.
keep talking.
I don't think Disney owns Fox though. I think they own that. I think
Googling it.
Okay, but I'm just telling you. I think they acquired a bunch of their assets.
Disney owns Hulu. Yeah, no. Disney now owns former Fox television networks such as FX and National Geographic. FS networks, but FX is the movies. In National Geographic partners, Disney will also get Fox's 30% ownership of Hulu, giving Disney a controlling share of 60%.
Right.
So they merged. They officially merged.
It says they own some of their networks. Fox owned a lot of networks.
First off, this is a fucking monopoly.
No, they're having an issue with a monopoly right now.
I know,
Disney
because they're trying to block other places. They don't want to buy the sports stations that Ice Cube wants, but they're trying to block Ice Cube from owning it because a black man can't own that much. Especially not a nigga that created "Fuck the Police."
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
So earlier this week, the John William King was killed. He was executed for his hate crime. So he was put to death penalty, right?
Did they release his last meal? Did they release his last meal?
His last meal?
Yeah, they get to choose their last meal. I watch all the crazy killer shows.
No, I didn't know they get to choose their last meal, and I didn't even look for that to know if they released it or not, because I didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah, I'll Google it. It's okay.
Yeah, but I was reading on it from a few different articles about it, because it was everywhere. They were talking about it. John William King, for those of you who don't know, executed in 1990. Well, he's executed for his dragging of a black man, James Byrd Jr., in 1998. And what made me actually get into reading this is just like, I was thinking, as soon as I read the headline, because it said that, of the New York Times article, as soon as I read the headline, I was like, why does it always take so long to actually enforce the death penalty?
Because they have to have time to appeal it, right?
Multiple appeals were the biggest reason. And then the second to that was actually getting the drugs to be able to do it, because they have to go through so many courts and systems and compliances to make sure they're doing it. But the first dude was actually, so it was there was three males who were all part of this dragging death, of chaining the black dude to the back of the truck and dragging him. One of them was executed about 10 years after the crime. The other one's still doing life. He didn't get the death penalty. And then this one, they just killed him earlier this week after almost 20-something years. But then I'm like, so that was 27 years, 21, a little bit, I think it was 21 years later. So it's 21 years later. He's 44. Like, these guys was in their early 20s. You guys grew up with that hate, like, for so long, to in your early 20s decide that you're going to take this random black man, chain him to your car and drag him. Like, that's crazy. I would have been 11 years old when this happened.
I would have been 1.
Right. 11 years old. And I'm like, you guys, they're not, at that time, they wouldn't have been much older than me in general, you know?
Yeah.
That's freaking crazy. But anyways, the biggest thing that I thought was kind of interesting is that most people who get put on death row actually die by suicide or by another inmate. That's why they're so few in between. It's not that people are not really getting put on death row. It's just that they're not making it to their official
not
death.
many states still have death row.
I think Arkansas, Texas.
All the southern, like really southern states, the ones that you think of when you think of like slavery and shit.
Yeah. Well, they're used to killing people. They've been doing it for so many years.
I can't.
Shit, they
find
just
his
like
last
blinking
name.
their eyes and shit, you know. I was gonna play another song. You were looking for what?
I'm really looking for his last meal. He had no last words. He just looked at people.
What do you say?
They can't hold a real one down and die.
Well, we know how she's going out. Okay. I don't
Oh,
understand.
wow. That's why he didn't get a last meal. Was he in Texas?
Mm-hmm.
No more special last meals for death row inmates in Texas. Now what weird fact am I going to look up?
Oh wow.
Like, I don't have any. I thought that was always really interesting. Like, people would order steaks and shit. And one dude ordered, like, Hooters. Dead ass.
I wonder what he decided to eat before he died. I gotta take notes because you never know.
Hey, if he takes you to a specific restaurant, run.
That is funny. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and play a song. We're gonna end this episode. Appreciate you guys listening to Champagne Mornings. As always, if you are listening to this on any other platform other than our live radio, make sure you guys actually tap in to our radio station. The app is TuneIn. Search Street Plug Radio. Make sure you give us a heart, favorite the station. If you are actually on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. And make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at Street Plug DJs. My personal Instagram, Bia_King.
My personal Instagram at Pretty Simple Key. It's pretty simple, right? And stay tuned because StreetPlugDJs.com is in the works.
Facts. So we're going to give you guys a little bit more information on all of that after this song. The name of this song is Straight Up. The artist is City G.
Money, correct.
703 shit. Hey, you mean? City G, money correct. Hey. Nigga, I been down 10 toes straight up. Give it to him uncut. Drop it out, pick it up, break it down, ship it out, soft white, flip right, depending on how he whip it when he cook it up. Trap life, trap slow, then you need to get it up. They don't want no problem, yeah. Cause we get it poppin'. Don't come on my side of town. Gorillas be wildin'. A whole nother section, a whole nother planet, a whole nother island. We don't know no manners, we don't know no limits, all we know is violence. I told my little baby, before we hop in the coupe, if we get in some traffic, better know I'm a shoot, cause these niggas be trying, but niggas be lacking, they know I'm the truth, these niggas be rapping and only got status when they in the booth, I had to flip it in real, now I'm in the crib with my feet up, bad bitch, no ski, drop top with a V, AC cold like a freezer. And I'm just worried about the real. When the money low, I get real. I can tell you exactly how I feel. Nigga, I been down 10 toes straight up. Give it to him uncut. Drop it out, pick it up, break it down, ship it out, Reno. Soft white, flip right, depending on how I whip it when he cook it up. Trap light, vamp light, trap slow, then you need to get it up. They don't want no problem, yeah. Cause we get it poppin'. Don't come on my side of town. Gorillas be wildin'. A whole nother section, a whole nother planet, a whole nother island. We don't know no manners, we don't know no limits, all we know is violence. I come from the jungle where niggas be humble and turn up for nothing, for real, for real. You don't no problem, you better come proper, cause we get it poppin', for real, for real. They don't know shit about the east. Pull up, bitch, come see. Let them young niggas out the leash. And they ain't playing nothing sweet. Pull up with sticks on them niggas. Hit Michael Vick on them niggas. I'ma just tell you for real. Don't be a victim, my niggas. And niggas is hating, and niggas be shady, and they ain't concerned to me. And I want the money, and I want the power, yeah, I want the world to see. Nigga, I been down, straight up. Nigga, I been down, straight up. Nigga, I been down, been broke. Stay down till I came up. And all the niggas that changed up can't get no favor. Nigga, I been down 10 toes straight up. Give it to him uncut. Drop it out, pick it up, break it down, ship it out, Reno. Soft white, flip right, depending on how I whip it when he cook it up. Trap light, vamp light, trap slow, then you need to get it up. They don't want no problem, yeah. Cause we get it poppin'. Don't come on my side of town. Gorillas be wildin'. A whole nother section, a whole nother planet, a whole nother island. We don't know no manners, we don't know no limits, all we know is violence.
You guys really should hear the conversations that go on during music breaks and shit. Like, I know when we go live, you guys can see us just back there dying. We're really hella funny.
Listen, there's a lot of hilarious things going on. So we're going to end this episode like we do every day with a little bit of Black excellence. Today's Black business is A. Marshall Concepts, LLC. This dude, Aaron Marshall, he actually did my logo for Endless Fashions. And if you guys know me, I am very indecisive of a person when I'm trying to decide what I actually want and trying to get him to help me figure out what I want. And he did amazing. He was patient with me. I ended up tipping him. You know I don't tip unless you actually do a good job. So he was dope. It was great customer service. Make sure you guys check him out. He has a website, or you can find him on Facebook. I found him through Facebook. It's A. Marshall Concepts, LLC. A. Marshall Concepts, LLC. His web address is the same, amarshallconcepts.com. So make sure you guys tap in with him. He actually, I'm looking at his page right now. He actually does art, paintings. He does graphics. So tap in with him. Anything you want to say before we go, Kiana?
Nah, I'm good.
Nah, I'm good. We good.
Thank you can't hold a real nigga down.
I cannot stand her. Make sure you guys tap in with us. If you guys are in the Seattle greater area, every Thursday at Stage, it goes down. It's Passport Thursdays.
You come with your passport, you get in free, right?
Come with your passport, you get in free.
If you don't got a passport, you need to upgrade your life.
She just came at my life because I've been supposed to get my passport.
How the fuck we supposed to be taking trips, bitch? I'll be like, ooh, we gonna take trips. They be like, who you going with? Because your sister ain't got a passport. Okay, nobody said that. They might have got socked.
I was about to say she made that up. What are you talking about? That did not happen.
Ain't nobody said
that did not happen. I'll be the one to order mine rushed and bought the ticket. It was
no,
like,
her ass gonna be the one
it.
that goes down to the place. You know how you can go downtown and get it made same day. If it's within 7 days of you leaving, she go down there like, I need it. I leave tomorrow. They're gonna be like, bitch,
they're gonna be like, you never submitted it. Listen, you guys is asking too many questions.
I just knew I was going, Kat. I didn't know details. How long have you known details? Like 3 months?
Big facts. Anyways, thank you guys again for tuning into Champagne Mornings. We appreciate y'all.